like I won't see him again, but there's a lot of different religions that say different things happen to you when you die. So, not sure which one, but I'm sure I'll join him one day. Sometimes we go to celebrational things, or sometimes we'll talk about him at the grandparents over dinner. There are lots of people I can ask to know things about Daddy, so I'm very lucky.
What would you say is the best thing about being a member of Scouts?
They help support us and our families. They take us on nice trips, get us lovely things, and best of all, it's just nice to be part of a tiny community of people who have suffered the same thing. Scotties is really special because it helps lots of people who have suffered the loss of a loved one who served in the military. Thank you so much for watching, and it would be great if you could donate and help support Scotties.
Okay, welcome back, troops, to day 2 of our 80 miles in 8-day challenge. So as you probably know from the previous video, yesterday we only managed 8.5 miles because we were going around the scale, we kept getting stopped, chased out to go to work. So today we're in debt by 1.5 miles, so today's target is a minimum of 11.5 miles. Hopefully we might even get a little bit more, and then we can get ahead of ourselves. So we're all right, we've taped our feet up, we've both got a couple of little blisters, a few aches and pains, but we're all good. The ankle's swollen, but it's strapped up. Now, that out of the way, today's lovely, lovely donators that I'm going to read out. So bear with me because the wind's blowing. Okay then, so day 2. First one then is Bosch, B-O-W-S-H, Bosch, ex-Royal Air Force for 21 years. So Thank you very much. Paul Sheehan. Thank you, Paul, very much indeed. Graham Blenkin, thank you, Graham, much appreciated. Roger Wootley, ex-ASM. If you don't know what ASM, it's Artificer Sergeant Major. It's a W01 rank. It's nearly equivalent to an RSM. It's the same rank, it's just the appointment's different. He's in charge of all the REME guys. You only get one of those in a REME battalion normally, an ASM. So Roger Wootley, thank you very much. Jennifer Davey, thank you, Jennifer. I've got an anonymous one here. But it does say at the end, a fellow pad brat. So pad brat being a child of a soldier. So thank you, that's anonymous pad brat. Thank you very much. Ed Simpkins, Ajax 77 to 82, fear naught. So Ed, taking that fear naught, that's the motto of the Royal Tank Regiment. So you've done your bit, 77 to 82. Thank you, Ed Simpkins. Tom McCann, ex-RAF veteran for 22 years. Nice one. Well done, Tom. Go on here, Dave and Val from York, ex-Royal Signals. Now, you've put in the comments that you've got 2 of your own YouTube channels, which I've not had a chance to look at yet, Dave and Val, but I will do. And maybe I can try and put them up in my description today, so if anyone wants to have a look at them, they can. So the first channel you've got is Home is Where You Pitch It. Home is Where You Pitch It. So I'm guessing that's a camping type one. And the second one is Out and About with Dave and Val. All one word, Out and About with Dave and Val. I'll have a look at those, see what I can do. Thank you very much. Next one, Grim Smith, Sapper. Cheers, Grim, you're a star, mate. Another one here, Harry, ex-RAF armourer, bombhead. That's what you was, Harry. You was a bombhead. That was your nickname in the RAF. Well done, mate. Cheers. Kevin Freeman, ex-Queen's Regiment, very special to us. On Concord I Serve. Nice one. Senior Infantry Regiment of the Line in England. They were, and it's PWR now, obviously, you know. So cheers, Kevin. Next one's just from PW. Thank you, PW. Hold on, my paper's folding up. This is where I get, the wind gets it. Whoop, sorry about that. Right, next one is Peter Benjamin. Cheers, Peter, thank you. I've got one here from a still serving soldier, a W01, Paul Beddoe. Paul Beddoe, W01, Paul Beddoe. Beddoe, still serving in the Royal Logistics Corps, the RLC. Thank you very much, Paul. What a great rank to have, mate. I know you know that. I don't know if you're going to go on and get commissioned or whether you're just going to sit there at W01. Anyway, well done, mate. Next one, Boa Films, B-O-A, Boa Films, ex-Ed ATC instructor and RCO being a range conducting officer. Very generous, Boa Films, thank you. Now, the next one's very special to us for a lot of reasons. The couple I'm about to mention now are Tracy's boss. They're both, Tracy works for these two people. That's Tim and Michelle Bates. Tim and Michelle Bates that run the village shop and post office where Tracy works. Tim and Michelle have supported us on every challenge we've done. We've done 2 last year and they gave us a lot of support. And also Tim and Michelle are going to very kindly allow us to put that pot on the counter in the shop for the week that we're tabbing around the village. So hopefully we get a little bit more cash from that. So Tim and Michelle, very generous. Thank you so much, Tim. Thank you, Michelle. Right, the next one in is Steve Dougie Fairbanks. I like that. Dougie Fairbanks, Douglas Fairbanks Jr. Yeah, Steve Dougie Fairbanks, ex-Royal Corps of Transport. They've gone now, they got amalgamated into the Royal Logistics Corps, but the RCT, Royal Corps of Transport. Rickshaws, cabs and taxis, the Rice Krispie testers, they got loads of nicknames. But Steve Dougie Fairbanks, thank you, mate. And Bino Man again. Bino Man, You've donated again, thank you, mate. And the last one today is Martin Ward. Martin never served, but he's in security, and his family have served in the RAF, the police, and also in the prison service. So big history in his family. So Martin, thank you very much. So as I'm making this video, that takes us to a total of £5,930.06. Add on the gift aid money, which is £1,094.25, and you get a total of £7,024.31. However, on top of that will be the cash donations that we collected going round Skegness yesterday in that pot that Tracy's holding. Hold the pot up, Trace. There you go. That's the pot. So that's the pot that we carried around yesterday. Morale's high still. Morale's high. So that's the pot we carried around yesterday. Tracy's taken the money out of that and done a count up. We're not going to reveal what it is just yet. It's not too bad. And then what will happen is tomorrow will be Monday, so we'll be able to bank that money. And then we'll put that up as a donation on the giving page. It'll come from the Trace around, but in the comments we'll put, this is the money we collected from the kind people of Skegness and a few people in the village as well. So that's where we are with the money. So we're going to set off in a moment, as I say, to do our day 2 of the challenge. Any words, Trace? Weather's good.
Yeah, it's not raining.
It's not raining, which is a bonus. We've got our wet proofs with us anyway. Bit of wind, but we'll be all right. Anything else you want to say to these lovely people? You got a lot of fans out there, Trace, around.
Well, we'll tune in again when we're around about halfway. So we'll do another quick video for you. And let's tap.
Right, troops. Till the next time. Oh, by the way, if you haven't donated yet, in the description of this video, there will be a link to the Just Giving page. Please, if you haven't donated, please consider it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, it's the first time you're watching, or you've watched before and you haven't subscribed, please consider it. I'm not saying do it. I'm saying consider it. Okay, till a bit later on in troops, when we're about halfway round, see how we're doing, probably hobbling with a walking stick. Let's tap. So here we are. We're at over 6 miles. So downhill from now, we should get 12 miles in, which is more than enough to catch us up. We were going to try and push for more, but Tracy's having a few problems with her feet.
They're on fire.
They're on fire, aren't they, Trace, around? So we thought we'd just stop here for just a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll push on. Preparation's everything. I mean, we set off this morning, taped our feet up, had a couple of cups of tea, 3 cigarettes and an egg banjo. That's our diet. Egg and bacon banjo and we're off. That's what the army marched on. So anyway, yeah, we're actually outside our village. We've gone towards Wrangle. We're in Wrangle. So we're going to push back towards our village.
He means we're lost.
No, we're never lost. I know exactly where we are, Trace around. I'm a trained soldier. No, we're all right. We know where we are. But we've got to try and make a track through some fields, because if not, we're going to end up on a main A road up there and there's no path. We don't want to walk along that. So I'm going to hand you over now. Anything else to say to these lovely people, Trace?
Yeah, we'll just keep tabbing.
Keep tabbing. Going to hand you over now. I said in the previous video that I'd managed to reach out to all three services, the Royal Navy, the Army and the Royal Air Force, and that they were willing to give you a glimpse of life in all three services as we go on, and each day's video will end pretty much, or not end, but part way through the video you'll get to meet a member of the Royal Navy, a soldier, and someone from the Royal Air Force. And today's video is the first one. It's coming up next, straight after this, and it's the Royal Navy, and Seaman Staines from the Royal Navy will be explaining to you what it's like to be at sea and how they eat their food. You can imagine it can be challenging conditions. So enjoy that, and we'll see you at the end for the debrief. Let's go.
9. Action.
Seaman Staines here, Royal Navy. Now some Pongo has asked me from Let's Tab 59 if I can do a video about life in the Royal Navy. Well, has its ups and downs, as you can see. I've been in a few years now, and I can tell you I've been round the world, currently going through the Bay of Biscay. One thing about the Royal Navy that I'll tell you about is the grub. It's great. Oh, biscuits. Welcome back. So hope you enjoyed that. A little short intro by Seaman Staines there from the Royal Navy on the trials of eating their food at sea. And there'll be more from Seaman Staines as we go through the challenge with each day of the videos. There'll be more from the Army. Tommy Atkins will be on next, and of course we'll have some from the Royal Air Force. Wait till you see that character, that'll make you giggle. So we're back. We've done 17 miles today. It took us nearly 4 hours, I think. It was a long one. It took us a long while. Weather was perfect. So yesterday, as you know, we've done 8.5 miles. We were in debt by 1.5 miles. We've made it up. What's our total now?
25.5 miles.
So we've done 25.5 miles on day 2. We should be at 20 miles. So we're 5.5 miles in the bank, which is quite handy for us because tomorrow is Monday and the tracer round's got to go to work in the afternoon. So it'd be difficult time-wise, really, for us to bash another 10 miles out. We're going to go for it, but if we've started to run out of time because the traces work, we know we've got 5.5 in the bank. So that's where we are. We're very sore, actually. Tracy's sorer than me, bless her. Her feet are really giving us some now, aren't they?
I've got blisters on blisters.
Mostly left foot.
Mostly left foot, yeah, so I'll sort them out tomorrow.
But it spurs us on, because when we were getting a couple of low points on today's 17 mile tab, one of us started to suffer a little bit of the shoulder or back or whatever, because we are knocking on, well I am. We always remember these children and their stories, and I'm sure you've seen a story that's touched your heart on Scottish. Certainly Stephanie's putting some up on here, and I just think of those stories and I think, well, I'm getting a bit of physical pain here, what those families come through. So that's what spurs us on. Anyway, enough waffle for us. Please, if you haven't donated to Scottish, please consider it. In the description of this will be the link. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider that. I'm not saying do it, I'm saying consider it. Anyway, you crazy lot, thank you very much for your support.
Let's tab.
Let's tab.